Arizona, Mr. Shadegg, for 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I appreciate your holding this hearing. I will keep my remarks brief. Let me simply say that I believe it is important to learn lessons from what we've done in the past, and I think those lessons indicate that whenever Congress gets down into the detail of setting specific standards, we discover that we make a mistake. When we set broad general standards, or when we give experts the discretion to set standards, such as the CAFE standards, it seems to me we enable the system to be flexible enough to work. If you look at our experience in the past, when we've said specifically you must use certain specific oxygenates, we've created problems. On the other hand, if we say here's what you must do to clean the air, we succeed. So I believe it is a mistake for the United States Congress to set the specific CAFE standard. I believe that is better delegated to expertise at the government agencies involved, and not to have the Congress prescribe it. And so I hope that's the direction in which we move. They can evaluate all the different factors, and they can move, quite frankly, more quickly than we can. I believe that typically when the Congress tries to set the standard, it cannot move quickly enough to match the science. So I would urge us not to have the United States Congress specify a specific mileage standard under CAFE, but rather to leave that authority where it can be adjusted most rapidly. The second point I want to make is that I believe it's a grave error for us, and I disagree with the Bush administration on this issue, to quintuple or otherwise dramatically increase the ethanol mandate. I think we can already see a serious problem with the ethanol mandate that has been put in place. I met yesterday, day before yesterday in Arizona with executives in the food industry in Arizona, and they are telling me that because of the existing ethanol mandate, the price of corn has doubled, almost doubled across the country, driving up food prices in a variety of areas, and that unless we change agriculture policy, which might be a good idea to allow more corn and other crops to go into production, the ethanol mandate is going to drive up the cost of food in this country quite dramatically, and that will have the greatest impact upon the poorest Americans. I think you can already see that in the crisis in Mexico, where the government of Mexico has faced a revolt by the people because of the increase in the cost of corn and its ripple effect through the Mexican economy and, quite frankly, in the food supply in Mexico. So I would prefer to see us let the market decide what is the proper mix for alternative fuels. If, in fact, ethanol is the best alternative fuel at this point, so be it, but let the market dictate that. Earlier last year, I tried to suspend the excessive tariff on imported ethanol